With an opening statement.
Well, just, tale of two games, really. We were sloppy and uncompetitive, I thought, the first 2.5 innings. But then after they scored, it seems like our guys just really dialed it in and really started competing at a totally different level than how we started the game, which was a lesson in itself about being ready, because anybody can beat anybody. I mean, Presbyterian's a good team and very capable of biting us there. So we were lucky that we didn't get down a bunch of runs, but the offensive outburst after that was just good to see. 6 home runs, 3 of them by Blake Wright, and 5 of his RBIs came with 2 outs, which was huge. But there was just a good job of our guys, taking their walks and continuing to extend innings and then get the big hit. Alden Mathis and Jimmy Overtop, and just a lot of hard contact out there today as well. So glad we turned it around. Would like to have seen us play a complete 9-inning game, but or at least just a complete game from the start. But certainly proud of the way we finished it, and love to see the fireworks, especially from a great senior leader like Blake.
Coach, why wasn't Cam in the lineup tonight?
He and Chufo just thought they could use a day just to kind of rest up and really no other reason other than that.
Two midweek games.
Pissed at me, he wanted to play, but he'll be in there Friday. So.
Well, it's nice when you have, as good as they are offensively, to still be able to put up 11 runs and 6 home runs, 3 by Blake and 2 by Alden. I mean, have you ever had 2 players multi-home run in the same game before?
Probably. I don't know, but this one's fresh on the mind, so I'm glad we did it tonight.
Blake actually homered to all 3 fields as well, so
that's a good point.
Nice for him to be able to spread the ball around like that.
He's a very good hitter, one of the best in the league, and he showed why tonight. And we needed it, because we needed a spark, and those are 3 big hits.
I remember after the South Carolina game in Columbia, you told me that you've seen Jimmy hit some monster balls to center field. Was that one that he hit today out to center, kind of like the ones you've seen at Michigan?
Yeah, he crushed that one. That was an epic blast. Yeah, they were all of them were pretty much no doubters. There's some good swings there by our guys.
Coach, you used a bunch of pitchers tonight. I don't think you did that a whole bunch. It kind of felt like we were watching Georgia midweek game for a little bit. You didn't do that much last season, did you? For midweek games?
I honestly don't remember. First 31 games last year were a blur. So. No, I don't know. That was the plan though today, because we used our margin guys yesterday that were getting their season debuts or collegiate debuts. So we wanted to keep everybody in short stints just so they're all fresh for Friday. But that was the plan, is we were going to use some of the relievers that we've been using a lot, whether it's a high leverage situation or not. We were going to get those guys some work.
I guess it's not only the advantage of preserving arms and getting a lot of guys a lot of work, but also it doesn't allow your opponent to see a pitcher's pitches 3, 4, or 5 times in a game. So
yeah, there's
helps
definitely strategy to that, and they were doing that to us as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty common in these midweek games, is try to get a lot of guys work and not burn anyone for the weekend, unless it's a scripted out starter for you like Billy Barlow's been for us. But yeah, it was good to see everyone get in there, and we walked too many people tonight, but it's still good to see them get out there and compete. How
about the first start for Justin? He faced a little bit of adversity with a couple of walks, but I think he had 5 Ks in the first 2 innings. Pretty good.
Yeah, the only thing that hurt him were the walks. I mean, he's got nasty stuff, and it's a loose, whippy arm. It's a projectable kid. You can easily envision, what he's going to end up maturing into, and easy to dream about him being a weekend starter for us with a body like that, a loose arm like that, and the way his ball moves. He's got the same horizontal movement on his ball from the left side that Nick Clayton has from the right side. So he's really, really hard to hit. The way he can sink it, make it run, all he needs to do is just make it go in that little box, and he'll have a lot of success.
You started off ACC play with a bang, winning the series at Duke, and doesn't get any easier, does it? You got Florida State coming in red hot. I think they have the number 2 batting average in the country. It's going to be quite a challenge for your pitchers, isn't it?
Oh, it'll be a challenge for everyone. I mean, it's they have just watching them. They're extremely impressive. They have no weaknesses, and they have a 1-2 punch with their they're Friday, Saturday starters that are as good as anyone in the country. Cam Leiter is a guy that's going to throw upper 90s with 3 or 4 pitches for strikes, and their lineup is as dangerous as it gets. Their defense is great, so it's one of those teams that you could, just based on how they're playing, you could look at and say that's a team that's going to be competing to be one of the last teams standing in the end. So we'll have our work cut out for us for sure, but we think we're okay too.
Thank you, Coach.